And we are live. Was good, Charles, your man, DL Saint. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How y'all doing out there? So I really want to know podcast, man. There's something going on right now that I really want to know. If you guys have seen the thumbnail, why do people fear free speech? I really want to. I really want to know that. What is it about free speech that scares people so much? What is it? I have my ideas on that. I have some takes on it, but so last night, Fresh and Fit did an emergency podcast. They did like the emergency podcast right there. They shared with their supporters, they shared with anyone who would listen the fact that YouTube apparently appears to be in the process of trying to silence Fresh and Fit. They want to shut them down. All right. Um, first of all, salute to Myron and Fresh. The way they're handling this is admirable. Most people will throw a hissy fit or, tantrum, start calling people names and all that. Myron and Fresh both understand that at the end of the day is business. YouTube has a monopoly. They have this business on lock. You doing something that YouTube doesn't want, they will shut you down. And the powers to be, the government, they're not going to do anything about it. And they're just going to say, well, YouTube has a right to blah, 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 which they do, But what I don't understand is why. Why is it that YouTube now has a problem with certain types of content on their platform? I've only recently discovered YouTube, to be honest with you, and like really been rocking with it. I've known about YouTube since it's been around, but back in the day with Tall Guy and Organic and all those people, Mr. Beast, before he became, before the billions, y'all know the billions is coming from Mr. Beast. He's getting bread. YouTube was just happy to have anyone on a platform pushing their product, allowing them to grow and get better and improve. And everybody was everybody. You know what I mean? Everything was good. But now YouTube ain't rocking like that no more. I see you, Tez. What's good, fam? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, bro. I see one of my knights in here, you know what I mean? My second in command right in the building. What's good, fam? Colonel Sanders in the building. Executive officer, man. Nice Templar. Shout out to the Knights. We had a great meeting last night. Shout out to Life of Cash. He came through. I could finally say I know Life of Cash, people. Y'all know over here, I can't say I know you until I see you and break bread. We broke bread last night. We had an amazing meeting. We're doing good things. And this is something that came up briefly. We were kind of looking at it, but we had to continue with our business. I got in late. I think I got home around 3:30 in the morning. I was reaching out to Myron. I was reaching out to Fresh. Hey man, what can I do? Right? Is there anything I can do? And both Myron and Fresh got back to me, and they were like, yes. Right. So for those of you who want to support Fresh and Fit, whether you rock with them or not, for those of you who are really for free speech and who really believes in the ideals that make America, and that is a bedrock, fundamental tenets of American belief, is free speech, man. Free speech. Free speech is not pretty. In fact, free speech is ugly, but it's essential. It's essential. You can't just go around shutting people down. You can't just do it. You want to stifle voices. Why? Right? Americans here, wherever they sit on the political spectrum, the left and the right, they want to shut people down. They want to shut voices out. They did it during the civil rights movement, right? They did it during abolitionist times, right? When real feminists were out there changing the world. Shout out to the real feminists. Right? Not the stuff that's going on now. I'm talking about the first wave. Feminism came about because women wanted to do something to stop slavery. That's where feminism came from. It wasn't about having bags and being a boss babe and getting money and having body choice of this and that. No, it was to right a wrong. And there were those who tried to shut them down. They tried to shut them up. Didn't work. That's what a real feminist is. A real feminist is a woman who cares and is willing to fight and put herself at risk to make change. That's it. That's a real feminist. If you out here just getting your back blown out so you can get on somebody's yacht, you're not a feminist. Learn your history. But like what's going on with Myron and Fresh? Like, look, and yes, this is bias. And let's keep it 100. I am personal friends with Myron and Fresh. I respect those guys. I like those guys. I spend time with them men. Does that mean I agree with everything that they do and say? Hell no. Absolutely not. Ask Myron and Fresh. They'll tell you, like, nah, Saint don't be on this and that. Saint don't like this. Saint don't like that. But they gonna do what they do. And if you are true and if you are loyal, you're gonna stay with your clan. We talk about it. But I'm not gonna run when someone attacks them. We're gonna watch this video they put out. 20 minutes on YouTube, and then they went over to Rumble. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. I hate Rumble. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate it. Like the people they got over in Rumble aren't the kind of people I want to rock with. I'm not talking about the good folks who going over there just trying to do something who have been forced over there. Like, just keep it 100. They've been forced over there. Man, I'm talking about how Troy Francis put it. Shout out to brother Troy Francis. He was out today talking about this. The knuckle draggers that are over there. Right? The low IQ, dumbass dudes that are over there. The worst of the worst, the basement dwellers, they're over there. But guess what, though? They can get help, too. At some point, they're going to get tired of being unseen and being weird and being stupid and getting choked out by people like me. Because if you call me nigga, I'm coming to see you, homie. I'm telling you right now, Rumble. You put it in the chat with your little Mickey Mouse icon and think I can't find you. Just keep that in mind. As ugly as that is, I still believe that people should have a right to use those words. I think people should have the right to say those things because that's America. You have a right to say what you want to say. Freedom of speech is real thing. It's a real thing. Countless American heroes have given their life for people to say what they want to say without fear of someone coming to shut them down, trying to do something to them, either physically or financially. And people say, "Oh man, you making this out to be more than it is, Come on, Saint, it ain't that bad." Yes, it is. This is how it starts. This is how it starts. I'm a black man raised in America, and I came up. I'm old enough to remember, like I've people ask me about use of the N-word and why I have a problem with it because people used to call me nigga. Right? The police used to call me nigga. Certain neighborhoods I couldn't go to in my life. There were certain neighborhoods I couldn't be in. I knew I was going to be in trouble because I was black in America. Right? It is what it is. It's ugly, but it's gotten better. It's gotten better. Freedom of speech is essential to our way of life here in America. Essential. We got to know everything, man, the good, the bad, and the horrific. We asking Americans to risk their life in uniform to go out and defend and support the Constitution of the United States. That's the First Amendment. It's the first one. You know what I mean? It's like America is the great experiment. I mean, and it's, in my opinion, it's the best form of all governments are bad, but this is the best of all the bad ones. I'd rather be here dealing with what we got. I'd rather be an American moving through this world, moving through this existence than be anybody else. It's ugly, y'all. But to shut it down, to censor people, it's wrong. It goes against everything that America was made and stands for, was built on and stands for. So yeah, I'm friends with Myron and Fresh. So yeah, this is biased, but it's not about just them. I can't stand Nick Fuentes. I can't. I can't sit in the room with him. I'll probably put my hands on him. Just keeping it 100. I can't be around him. I think he's a coward. He's the ultimate weirdo, but he should not be censored. He should be able to say what he wants to say, how he wants to say it. Now, somebody comes up and deals with him based on what he said. All right, cool. That's part of it. Like I said, freedom is ugly. Freedom of speech is ugly. Freedom of expression is ugly. Here in America, man, you're free to be as successful as you want to be, and you're free to be as much as a deadbeat as you want to be. That's America. You can't do that any other country on this globe that I'm aware of. That's America, bro. There's a lot of y'all out here, man. Y'all out here jumping up and down, and y'all happy. Y'all think this is a game. I see it all the time. The aberrant preachers of the world. Y'all think it's a game. Y'all can't say what y'all want to say in Canada already, right? So keep that shit in Canada. Don't bring that shit down here. We got Americans out here who are just too damn successful. We're victims of our own success in this country. Don't nobody fuck with us. Real talk. What nation is going to stand against America? I've heard people talk about China could do something to us and Russia could do something to us. Man, y'all high. Go join the United States military. Go have a peek at what we got. And I'm here to tell you, everything you see when you join the military, what you see now is nothing compared to the shit you don't see. I was lucky enough to spend my time in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, or whatever they call it now. What do they call it? Fort Freedom or some shit? I don't know. Leave it Bragg. They're mad because that guy was Confederate general. So what? Fort Bragg has a name now. You know what I mean? If you somewhere in some faraway land, you being held by some bad people, and they tell you some men from Fort Bragg, North Carolina coming to get you, you're going to have a big smile on your face. Oh, that means Delta Force is inbound. The Green Berets are coming. Maybe the Rangers. Everybody comes through Fort Bragg. If you tip of the spear, you've been through there. And if you tip of the spear, you know what I'm talking about. It takes a lot to ensure our freedoms in this country. And I'll be damned if I sit by and let somebody who ain't never served, who ain't never fought, who ain't never hurt, who ain't never bled, take that away. We just going to give it away so we can feel safe. Life ain't safe. Ain't there a song that says that? It ain't safe.